Hey, why is the sound in girl stronger than the sound in answer? Maybe because these are two different sounds. In this American English pronunciation video, we'll discuss two different R-colored American vowel sounds, the strong and the weak Welcome to my channel, guys, and please don't forget to subscribe. Let's get to the video now. In American English, whenever in the same syllable, the letter R is preceded by a vowel, it forms a new sound unique to American English. These are called R-colored vowel sounds, and yes, there are more than one, but we will be discussing two of them today, the strong and the weak Okay, let's go back to what we were talking about in the beginning of the video. Let's compare girl with answer. Girl, answer. Girl, answer. Do you get it? The first one, that is girl, has a stronger, deeper, longer In answer, it's smoother, shorter. It's Girl, answer. Girl, answer. So, how do you identify it? Whenever is found in an unstressed syllable, that's the weaker Okay guys, before we go ahead with more examples, I want to quickly tell you what syllables are. Words in English are made of smaller sound units. These are called syllables. Let me show you what I mean with the help of a few examples. Let's look at the word banana. Banana. Let's look at the word computer. Computer. And let's look at the word cat. C-A-T. Cat. Cat's got one syllable. Computer has 3 syllables. And banana as well has 3 syllables. Now if you see, we are not stressing on a specific part of the word cat because it's only one unit. But for banana and computer, we are stressing the middle syllable. Banana. The middle na is stressed. That's called a stressed syllable. We only stress one syllable in a word. We do not stress all syllables equally. That's called syllable stress. Now that's a completely different topic and it requires probably more than a video or two. That's not what we are doing today. Our topic is the weak and the strong sound. Let's look at the examples of author, prosper, better. We don't say author, prosper. We don't say better. We say author because in each of these is in an unstressed syllable. I would never say I want to be an author. I want to prosper. This shirt's better. I'd say I want to be an author. I want to prosper. This shirt's better. Let's look at a few examples with the weak sound. You can repeat after me so that you're able to identify. Leather, hammer, honor, glamour, capture, gather. Which sound do you think is prevalent in these words? Of course, the weak sound. That's because we are not saying leather, hammer, honor, gather, capture, or glamour. It'll be really weird if you switch the two sounds between words. It would tell the listener that you're not a native speaker. So please remember, whenever you find the sound in an unstressed syllable, it is the weak sound. And when you find it in a stressed syllable, that's the strong sound. Okay, let's look at the words figure, flavor, favor, creditor, error, terror. Which R sound do you think is prevalent in these words? Yes, once again, it's the weak R sound. We don't say figure. I'm going to figure this out. We don't say that. We say, I'm going to figure this out. We don't say, this ice cream's got a great flavor. We don't say, I need you to do me a favor. We say, I need you to do me a favor. Flavor. Figure. Similarly, error. Terror. All of these are weak sounds because they are not in a stressed syllable in the word. To understand this even better, let's look at the words dollar, doctor, beginner, dinner, eager. Which sounds prevalent here? Of course, the weak sound. We don't say, I need a doctor. Do you have a dollar? Do you want to have dinner? We say dinner, dollar, beginner, doctor, Short, smooth, quick, the weak sound. Because in each of these words, the sound is in an unstressed syllable once again. Let's compare the word center with universe. Center. Universe. Which one do you think's got the stronger and which one do you think has the weaker sound? Yes, you're correct. Universe has the strong sound and center has the weak sound. Both of these sound but once again, the weak is quicker, shorter, smoother, and the strong is longer, deeper, and darker. Let's look at a few more words now with the strong sound. Let's look at the words learn, nurse, curd, serve, pearl, worse, 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 purse, purse, pearl, pearl, turn, turn, nurse, 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 nurse. This is a strong sound because in each of these words, the is located in the stressed syllable. Let's try and compare it with curl, curl, turn, burn. Do you think that this has the stronger or the weaker This has the stronger because we are saying girl, curl, burn, How's that? Okay, you've got it now. The strong is longer, deeper, and stronger. You spend more time on that. The weak is shorter, quicker, and smoother. Let's take a look at a few more examples. Okay, let's look at the word SIR, sir, sir. Let's look at HER, her, her. Attorney, attorney, attorney. Flirt, flirt. Flirt. World. 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 Absurd. 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 Okay, let's look at furniture. Furniture. Circle. 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 Purple. Purple. Circus. Circus. Church. Church. Version. Version. Furnace. Furnace. If you've liked this video, please share, subscribe, like, comment, whatever you want to do. And I'll see you next time. Till then, stay safe. In this American English pronunciation video guide, we're going to talk about one of the trickiest sounds in American English, the American R sound. Hey, don't forget to subscribe. Let's get started with the video. Welcome to my channel. Well, there are tons and tons of videos out there which talk about the American R being associated with the sound. Well, it's one of those sounds. It's not the primary sound. I'll tell you why. How many times have you heard an average American say, an orbit, a rose? The primary sound that R is associated with in American English is R. Hear it again. R. Yeah? So, it's a rose. It's a rabbit. It's a rock. Now, how do you make that sound? How do you create it? Let's understand that in 3 simple steps. Step number 1. Let's try and see what do the Britishers associate with the letter R. Just to let you know, that's where English came from. Okay, so the Britishers associate the letter R with the primary sound R. Yeah, it's R. Now, all you've got to do is slice off the from R and drag the first part. Step number 3, you have a pure American sound of R that is R. R. Slice off the and you have a R. R. Hear it again. R. Look inside my mouth if you can. R. R. It's not it's not R, it's R. Let's look at a few examples. Before we get to the examples, I want to tell you an important part of what you must not do while making the American R sound, that is R. Do not trail it. Do not add vibration. That happens when your tongue touches your upper palate. You've got to avoid that. There's got to be a teeny-meeny distance between your tongue and your upper palate. The second thing, never undrag the R. That is, don't avoid making it longer. Those are the 2 things you must never do if you want to sound American enough at all times. You see a lot of channels out there which talk about putting your tongue in a certain place and pushing the air out like your tongue's made of plastic and you're controlling it through a computer program. That doesn't work. That's called the method of articulation. I'm going to show you, by taking the biggest risk on live TV right now, how to create the sound right inside my mouth. And for this, I brushed twice today. Okay, take a look at this. Breathe some air in and out, by the way. Let's get it back in. And let's try and say rabbit. Can you see? Rabbit. Rock. Rock. Rose. You're not laughing at my teeth, are you? They're not completely, I don't have a perfect smile or something, but I hope you're not laughing. A few more examples for you. Rush. Rush. Room. Room. Rent. Rent. Rise. Rise. Let's look at a few words where R is in the middle of the word and is not preceded by a vowel. Let's look at a few examples. Okay, word number one, crop. 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 Crap. Crap. Rap. 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 Did you see that? Okay. How about drum? Drum. Rum. Rum. Drum. Drum. Yeah? How about the word grab? Grab. Grab. Rab. Rab. Yeah? Now let's look at the word draw. I'm going to draw his attention away from you. Draw. Raw. Raw. Draw. Draw. Raw. 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 Can you see inside my mouth? Okay, let's think of another word. How about crab? Crab. Rab. Rab. Yeah? Cry. How's cry? Cry. 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 Rye. Rye. Cry. Please don't cry. I clean my mouth twice for you. Frog. Take a look inside my mouth. Frog. 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 I could use a bit of encouragement through your subscription, so if you've liked this video, please like, share, and subscribe. If you want something explained in specific, feel free to leave us a comment, and I'll see you when I'll see you. Till next time, goodbye. Hello beautiful people, welcome back to part 2 of American English Consonant Sounds. Before we get to the video, I gotta ask you, don't forget to subscribe. Welcome to my channel. The first sound on our list today is G. It is associated with the letter G. G as in girl. G as in graphic. G as in gasoline. G as in good. How do you produce the sound? You produce the sound by blocking the air at the back of your mouth using your tongue. Back of the mouth. Yeah, really the back of your mouth. So, hear it again carefully and repeat after me. G. G. It's not G. It's not Ga. It's G. Say that again with me, please. G. Yeah? G. It's G. Excellent. What else do you need to know about this sound? Good question. When you find G, that is G, in the beginning of a syllable, you aspirate it. That is, you pressurize it. That's the easiest way to understand. Like in girl. Like in gasoline. We've just discussed it. But in words like programming, controlling, fascinating, challenging, you do not aspirate it because it comes in the end. You do not say controlling. You do not say fascinating. You do not say programming. So please remember, when you find the letter G in the beginning of a syllable, you aspirate it. That is, you pressurize it a bit with a puff of air. When you find it in the end of a syllable, you do not aspirate it. You do not apply air pressure equivalent to when you find it in the beginning of a word. Did you know the Britishers call H H? I wonder why. But it probably doesn't matter what you call the letter as long as you know how to make it sound correct in the word. Let's find out about that. Oh, by the way, H is a voiceless sound. That is, the letter H is associated with a sound, and that is voiceless. How do you produce it? Pretty much like how you check your breath right before a date. That's the sound of H. It's so let's look at a few examples to understand that better. Hello. Hail. Hand. Hall. Please remember, this sound is voiceless, which means you do not use your vocal cords. We've already discussed what voiceless is in earlier videos, but just to go over that again, it's as if you're saying that in a whisper. Simple as that. Instead of saying huh, try whispering it. It turns out to it's short, it's clear, it's well defined. So next time somebody says hello, you say hello. You don't say hello. How's that? Let's move on to K. The letter K produces a voiceless sound pretty much similar to the sound that C is related to most of the times. The sound is K. K. It's once again, it's not it's not it's voiceless. You will not use your vocal cords. It's like you're whispering it. Try that again, please. It's K. Yeah? Give it a try again. K. Let's look at a few examples. K. Kangaroo. K. Key. K. Kick. K. Keeper. K. Karma. In fact, I can think of a very interesting sentence. The karma of the keen kangaroo keeper sounds like a novel to me. Maybe someday. But please remember, K is not voiced. It's voiceless. You do not use your vocal cords. And if you're thinking about our last video, yes, the sound in keen, keeper, kangaroo is the same as in C-A-T, cat. Please remember, our topic is not letters. Our topic is sounds. So two letters can have the same sound. That is not a problem. That's just how English is. The next sound is very interesting. It's associated with the letter L. L's a letter, but what's the sound? The sound associated with L is L in British English and is L in American English. Whichever one you find easier. Let me demonstrate. Let's get to know an easier way of sounding correct and probably a little American. Let's look at the sound once again. The sound associated with L is L. That is very British. If you want to sound a bit American, hear the sound carefully. L. Now, eliminate the and drag the L. Yes, that's the American L sound. It's L. Hear it again. L. If you find that difficult, you could always stick to a simpler version. L. And still, it wouldn't be wrong. Let's show you how. Okay, let's look at a few examples. L. Language. L. Lake. L. Ladies. L. London. Wow. Let's look at the American L sound now. L. Language. L. Ladies. L. Leather. I'm getting ideas. L. Land. If you're new to English, it's okay to stick to the simpler version. You will finally progress to what you're looking forward to, sounding more American. So, start with the simple, and probably that'll help you understand something a bit more complex. What do you do when your mouth is full of something as delicious as Turkish delight? My favorite. You do, When someone's asking you a question and your mouth is full of Turkish delight, you do, Do you know what you're doing? You're producing the English consonant sound associated with the letter M. The English consonant sound associated with the letter M is M. It's 100% nasal, which means while producing it, it's very important to keep your lips together so that the air passes from your nose. Let's look at a few examples. Mother. Magic. Major. Mine. In fact, I can think of an awkward sentence, guys. My mother's major magic. How's that? Really weird. Okay, guys, let's look at the consonant sound associated with the letter N. The sound is nasal and it's produced by diverting air from your mouth to your nose. How do you produce it? Look at it carefully. You block the air, as in you prevent the air from leaving your mouth by using your tongue against your upper palate, like this. Try putting your finger here. You will feel a vibration and air coming out of your nose. If you're not feeling air coming out of your nose, you're not saying it correct. It's gotta be Let's stretch it. This sound is totally nasal. You can't make it just like M. You can't make it if you're using your mouth. Please make sure that you prevent the air from leaving your mouth using your tongue. Well, let's look at a few examples. Nancy. NATO. Nanny. Naked. In fact, I have the strangest sentence in my head. Don't mind it if you're sensitive. My naked nanny from NATO. I know it makes no sense, but you know by now I make strange sentences.
Hey, I've got a quick question for you. If CUT is cut, why is PUT not put? Is it because English is a funny language? Nah. English is simply a non-phonetic language, which means we don't write it the way we speak, and we don't speak it the way we write it. In this American English pronunciation video guide, we're going to concentrate on American English consonant sounds. Welcome back to my channel. If you haven't hit subscribe or hit the bell icon, great time to do that. Let's get started with the video. The first sound on our list is B, represented by the letter B. Yes, B is a letter. It's a symbol, it's not a sound. The sound it represents in English is B. Three things which are great to know about this sound is 1. It's a bilabial sound, which means you use both of your lips to produce the sound. Second, that this is a voiced sound. That means you use your vocal cords to produce the sound. And third, and most important, that this is a plosive, which means when you produce the sound, it feels like a minor explosion out of your mouth. How do you produce the sound? The air is temporarily trapped in your vocal cords and suddenly released by your lips. Hear it carefully. B, B, B. In a lot of cultures, people say ba or bo. If you hear this carefully, you will understand that in these cultures, B is followed by an after sound of a vowel. It could be ah, oh. To fix this, all you've got to do is replace the after sound, the tail sound, with a schwa and turn it from ba to b. B. Can you hear it? There are actually two sounds. B. It's b and b. Will help you limit the sound and keep it well defined. Let's look at a few examples. B, banana. B, basket. B, boy. B, ball. B, bravo. Our next sound is represented by the letter C. Yes, again, C is a letter, it's not a sound, but the sound it produces is k. It's not voiced, which means you do not use your vocal cords. It's like saying the sound while you're whispering. It's also one of the most tricky sounds in English because most of my trainees take much longer to adapt to this than to any other sound that I train them on. So hear it carefully. It's k. It's like you're trying to cough out something and you're doing that silently. Hear it again. K. Try that with me. K. It's not k. It's not h. It's k. It's k. You must understand, in a lot of cultures, the sound g is very common, like in Hindi. However, there is no g in English. The only sound that is close enough to that, or the correct form of that in English, is k. So let's look at a few examples. K, cat. K, kind. K, complete. K, clever. K, crazy. K, case. The next beautiful sound on our list is D, which is represented by the letter D. It's a voiced sound, which means you will use your vocal cords, and it's also considered a stop sound. How do you produce it? You place your tongue right behind your upper teeth and try and say D. I find this method where I produce the sound and ask you to imitate it the best. It's called the method of imitation. When somebody tells you to place your tongue at a certain place and then produce a sound, that's called the method of articulation. However, to human beings, the method of imitation is 100% it's natural, because that's how we grow up. We hear our parents, we hear people around, and that's how we catch up. Dada, mama, and then it goes on. So hear this and try and replicate it. It's d, d. Let's look at a few examples. Okay, let's start with the examples now. D, duck, d, dad, d, dream. In fact, I can think of a very interesting sentence somehow. I dreamt that my dad got me a duck. Really weird, but it's all got D's. Okay, what's most important to know about the sound D here is that when you find it in the beginning of a syllable, like dairy, dream, you aspirate it. That means you pressurize it. It's distinct. When you find it in the end of a syllable, like in grade, red, trade, it's not aspirated as much. You never say America and China are about to sign a trade deal. You say America and China are about to sign a trade deal. Trade deal. You don't say I'm bored. You say I'm bored. Here again, bored. Compare with dream or with duck, where the sound of D is very distinct, it's highly defined, it's pressurized. But in red, road, trade, and probably bored, you do not hear it as distinct because it is in the end of the syllable. The next sound on our list is represented by the letter F, and it's not voiced. It's called a fricative, but how do you make it? It's made using your upper teeth and your lower lip. Hear it. In American English, the sound is very distinct. In cultures where you don't have a lot of friction of air while producing the sound, because this is how it's produced, your upper teeth touch your lower lip. They kind of bite your lower lip. And you pass air. This air is partially restricted, and that causes a friction. That's how you make the sound F. Let's look at a few examples. Fish. 5. Fun. I'm having a lot of fun. Food. By the way, if you couldn't say this correctly till now, you couldn't even say the F word till now. Did you think about that? Just kidding. Now, it's important to remember that we are not doing letters. We're trying to understand sounds. The letter F does produce the sound F, but that's not the only letter which produces that sound. You find a combination of P and H, and majority of times it produces the same sound as the letter F. Let's look at a few examples. Physician. Physician. Philosophy. Philosophy. Phenomenon. Phenomenon. Photograph. Photograph. The next consonant sound is J. It corresponds to the letter J. Let's look at a few examples, but before that, please try and repeat after me. J. 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 Let's try a few examples now. January. Jacket. Jet. Jam. Congratulations, you've done it. I've got a new sound for you. Try and tell me, where does this sound belong in English? I'm sorry, she wasn't listening. Okay, do you want to say anything? What? That's an interesting sound. That's the sound of irritation. Oh. Till next time. See you guys.
Hello and welcome back to another exciting, informative episode of Learn English with the Trainer. My name's Cal. I've trained hundreds and thousands of people, non-native English speakers, to speak perfect English over the past 10 years plus. I might have a few tips for you. Why don't you stick around and find out? We've got English contractions coming up next. That very much brings us to an obvious question. What are English contractions? A contraction is when a word or a phrase is shortened by dropping a few letters. We normally put an apostrophe to symbolize the missing letter. Let's look at a few examples. Now, before we move on to examples, let's try and see why are contractions important in English. What do they do for you? Contractions help you de-emphasize on words which are not as important. Well, they are important. They're not as important as content words. In addition to that, contractions are divided into two categories: affirmatives and the negative contractions. Affirmatives like I'm, I've, I'd are reduced, fast-paced, and quite suppressed. That means we do not stress on them. Negative contractions, on the other hand, are stressed, are emphasized on, and are high-pitched. Let's see a few examples. For example, I am is reduced to I'm, which is further reduced to while speaking. Let's take a look at an example. First, with I am. I'm going to the party. Doesn't sound natural. I'm going to the party. That's how it's spoken, because a contraction's basic function, or the reason we use contractions, is to move the focus away from I am to going to the party. So, are you going to the party? Yeah, I'm going to the party tonight. Next example, they would becomes they'd. They'd. Say it with me, come on. They'd. They would becomes they'd. Let's look at an example. If it was up to my parents, they would keep me home forever. Sounds unnatural. So let's say it this way. If it was up to my parents, they'd keep me home forever. Come on, let's try again. They'd keep me home forever. Come on, try. They'd. They'd. Not they would. They'd. We are becomes we're. We're. For example, first the sentence with we are. We are trying to figure this out. We're trying to figure this out. Example number 1 of a negative contraction is not. Is not becomes isn't. Your mom is not angry anymore. Wow, thank God. But let's look at this with the contraction. Your mom isn't angry anymore. Hopefully not. Say it with me, come on. Is not becomes isn't. Isn't. It's a Z sound here. Isn't. She isn't at the party. Where the hell did she go? She isn't at the party. He isn't at the school. He isn't interested in what you've got to say. Try that again with me. Have not becomes haven't. Come on, say it with me. Have not, haven't. For example, I have not had the chance to go to the movies. I haven't had the chance to go to the movies. Have not simply becomes haven't. Say it with me. Haven't. could not becomes couldn't. Could not becomes couldn't. He could not tell her how he feels. He couldn't tell her how he feels, of course, about her. Next example of a negative contraction is would not becomes won't. Come on, say with me. Would not, won't. For example, I would not be able to make it to the party. I won't be able to make it to the party. I won't be able to get there in time, like most of the cops say in those movies. I won't be able to save her because in the story she dies. So come on, let's cut the joke and go back to would not, won't. Would not, won't. Try that again. Next example. Was not becomes wasn't. Was not becomes wasn't. That was not my fault. Now let's try with the contraction. That wasn't my fault. That wasn't me. That wasn't. Was not, wasn't. Again, there's a Z sound here. Wasn't. Come on, say it with me. You've got to say this with me. Was not becomes wasn't. Wasn't. Next example. Does not becomes doesn't. Does not becomes doesn't. There's a Z sound again. Say it again with me. Doesn't. 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 She does not want to talk to us. Now let's try saying this with a contraction. She doesn't want to talk to us. She doesn't want to talk to us. But if we do stress this, we do not say this silently. It's because, again, there's a Z sound here. One of the most important things to understand is Z, the Z sound, Z, is a result of pressurizing and adding vibration to an S sound. So does not becomes doesn't. Doesn't. She doesn't want to talk to us. She doesn't want to be friends anymore. I could use a bit of encouragement through your subscription. So if you've liked this video, please like, share, and subscribe. If you want something explained in specific, feel free to leave us a comment. And I'll see you when I'll see you. Till next time, goodbye. In this American English pronunciation video, we're going to talk about informal contractions, the correct meaning and the correct pronunciation. Welcome back to my channel. Now, it's very important to understand that informal contractions are used a lot. They're used in everyday life by native English speakers, but you can't use them in a business setting like an interview. So let's look at the first one. The first one on our list is kind of. It becomes kinda. Let's take a look at an example. She's kind of angry with you. Doesn't sound natural. Let's try it with the contraction. She's kinda angry with you. I'm kinda tied up. I can't make it to lunch today. I'm kinda busy with Christmas preparations. Are you? The next example on our list is cup off. It's interesting to see how that contracts. Cup off becomes cuppa. I'd like a cup of coffee becomes I'd like a cup of coffee. Cuppa. Now it's important to realize that while contracting, we do not squeeze the first word. We always squeeze the last one. Therefore, cup off becomes cuppa, which is cuppa. If you hear the sounds carefully, it's cuppa, cuppa. It's easier, it's simple, it's natural. Try that with me. I'd like a cup of coffee. Would you like a cup of tea? Lots of becomes lotta, lotta. Say that with me. Lotta, lotta, lotta. On Christmas, I am gonna have a lot of candy. On The weekends, I have a lot of beer. Don't tell anybody. I told you. Oh, by the way, lots of can also become lotsa. Lotsa. There were a lot of people in the street. There were lots of people on the street today. On Halloween, my brother, younger, got lots of candy. Lots of candy. Lotsa. Lotsa. So lot of can become lotta and lotsa. Both are correct. Don't know becomes dunno. Dunno. I don't know what to do becomes I don't know what to do. I don't know what to do. I don't know what to do. I don't know. How will we manage with you being drunk on a bike? I don't know if she takes drugs. Hopefully not, yeah? But you never know. Let you becomes let you. Hear this carefully. Let you. Let you. I am going to let you decide the menu today. I'm gonna let you decide the menu today. Say that. People like that. As long as they don't have a weird taste. I'm gonna let you sit in the front seat today. I'm gonna let you sit in the front seat today. Provided it's a bike. I can't wonder if somebody says that to somebody in a car. Now, want to, of course, becomes wanna. That's one reason I did not start with this. I think it's very well known. So let's look at an example. I want to go to, I don't know where this weekend, but it's gotta be a new place. I wanna go somewhere new. I wanna go somewhere new. Say it with me. Wanna. It's important that when you say wanna, your lips start in a kissing position. There's nothing wrong with that. It's perfectly normal. You could say wanna. I wanna dance with you. I wanna talk to you. If you can, go ahead, talk to her, but it'll stay wanna. Wanna. I want to go out with you. I want to go out with you. Do you want to go out with me? Do you want to go out with me? I want to relax in the Bahamas on a vacation, of course. I want to relax. Going to becomes gonna. Gonna. A lot of people also say gonna. But it's important that you don't equally stress on go and na, gonna. That would defeat the purpose because you must understand in a contraction we always stress on the first letter, not the part which is contracted. I don't say gonna, but a few people in, I guess, England say gonna. So if you say that, all you've got to do is make sure that you not stress on go and na equally. It's got to be gonna. Gonna. I normally say gonna. Gonna. Which is like gonna. Gonna. Say that with me. I am gonna go crazy. I don't know what I'm gonna do. You know? With all these examples in my head, I'm gonna call her tomorrow. It's the weekend. Will you becomes will ya. And of course, it can only be used in a question. Will you dance with me becomes will ya dance with me? Will ya have a cup of coffee with me? Will ya date me? The next one on our list is sort of becomes sorta. Sorta. Again, we are squeezing off into sort. She can come to the phone right now. She's sorta busy. It's sort of cold today becomes it's sorta cold. It's sorta warm. It's sort of weird, don't you think? Last one, but not the least. Am not, are not, is not becomes ain't. Ain't. I am not going to the party. I ain't going to the party. Are not. They are not at the party either. They ain't at the party either. Is not. She is not at the party. She ain't at the party. Ain't. So, once again, am not, are not, is not can be contracted informally as ain't. Say that with me. Ain't. My favorite, but please remember not to use any of these in a formal setting, and never ever write these down. Literally. It will be awkward. They're just said this way. They're never written down this way. Unless you're explaining it to somebody, like me explaining to you. Thank you for watching. If you like this video, please like, share, and subscribe. I'll see you next time. Bye bye. Please like, share, and subscribe. Don't forget to subscribe. Hey, what? You forgot who I am? Well, I am me. I work at a fantastic organization servicing world-class clients. And every single day, I meet amazing people like you who speak 2 or more languages, yet find it difficult to communicate specifically in English. Yeah, that's the job I do. Yes, that's what this channel's about. So welcome back to Messages from Me. One of the last things you want to talk about, one of the last things people want to ever approach you about is empathy. Yeah? The problem with empathy is it's like you ask somebody to help you understand or learn, in fact, how to scramble or fry eggs. And that person keeps telling you what an egg is. Weird. Yeah? What you need to know is not what empathy is only. You need to know how to empathize. Think about it. What is empathy? What is an egg? How to scramble an egg? How to empathize? Makes a lot more sense, doesn't it? Think about it. The third law, actually the first one of thermodynamics, simply states that energy can neither be created or destroyed. However, it can be converted from one form to another. I'm not talking about heat energy. I'm not talking about solar energy. We don't care about that right now. I mean, we do, but not right now. Not in this video. I'm talking about the massive amount of energy your customers got called anger and is being directed at you. You can convert it. Remember the law of thermodynamics? We can convert energy from one form to another, but you will need to know how to do that. And that is what empathy is all about. Magic, huh? Okay, that brings us to the part where we define empathy. So I'm going to pull it up right now in front of me when I'm talking to you. The internet says, showing an ability to understand and share the feelings of another. Wow, that is pretty heavy duty. Almost like it's spiritual, you know? So let's look at our definition, something which is workable. Our definition, not to empathy, but a definition of how to empathize is rephrasing a sentence somebody said to you, describing how they felt in a specific situation in an agreeable manner. Think about it, and let's take a look at a few examples now. Now let's look at a few examples on how can you empathize with people in general. So if somebody says to you, it's really warm today, and you say, yeah, you're correct, it's 35 degrees out there. Well, you're saying the same thing, you're agreeable, and you just rephrase the part of the sentence that they say to you about how they feel. Let's look at a second example. Let's look at one more example. Well, where a customer is angry. So what I can think about right now is probably where somebody says outrightly to you, your service sucks. Well, you can address it by saying, I understand what you're saying. If you feel that way, something must need a fix. Once again, you rephrase how they felt agreeably. You've not accepted responsibility or mistake for your company. Okay, let's look at one more important example. A lot of times people tell you that they had to wait for something. Yeah, that's the key. Here, you can be empathetic. You can say something like, waiting can be very frustrating. Okay, I guess you guessed it. Now, when we say rephrase agreeably, the idea is to put the agreement in the beginning of the sentence or prefix the sentence with something like a phrase or a word which shows agreement. So you could start your sentence with something like, I see what you're saying. I know what you mean. I understand what you're experiencing. Or if it's too long and it takes a lot of your time, you could simply start with absolutely. Yes. Yep. You're correct. Well, once the other party hears that you just said, you're correct, absolutely, I see what you're saying, the message they get is that you're already in agreement even before you get to the part where you rephrase because you just agreed with them. Fantastic formula. A lot of times people have told me that they do not want to empathize us because they feel that they're changing their personality. Yeah, if you empathize, people will see you as somebody very understanding. You will need that. One of the best ways of doing this is think about how interesting are people and their problems. It sounds pretty Luciferian, but think about it. You could think of yourself as cool as the devil. What you're experiencing from what they're saying is not what you're telling them. You're telling them the exact opposite. That is Luciferian. That is devilish. That is outrightly super cruel. Give it a try. Like it. Tell me how it worked. On a deeper note, a lot of times I meet people who outrightly reject the idea of empathy. Now, these people are not actually rejecting empathy. I've noticed that a lot of people stay or live under a lot of stress. The only way that they can deal with their own stress is by turning indifferent to how they feel. Now, it sounds really scary, but if you're one of those people, if you're living under a lot of stress, or if you've got constantly something which is bothering you, the only thing you need to know is that you're not the only one who's experiencing pain, and this will not go on forever. The most important factor here is that once you understand why do you act in a manner which makes you look insensitive, you will be able to find a solution no matter if it takes you a little longer. One of the other most unbelievable misbeliefs about empathy is that you can only use this, or you must only use this secret weapon in a negative situation. Pretty weird. It's like you've got a diamond and you only use it to cut a diamond. When you've got nothing to cut, you keep it away. Not really. Come on. So how do you benefit from this technique when someone is in agreement with you or someone's just talking about something they're excited about? Very simple. You do the same thing again. You rephrase a sentence they say to you about how they felt in a specific situation, once again in an agreeable manner. Well, if somebody says, wow, I've been waiting for this movie, you could be empathetic by saying, yeah, absolutely. I've been excited about it as well. These movies always keep you entertained. Let's look at when somebody says, I'm totally looking forward to this holiday season. you can just let it go, or you say, yeah, there isn't anything like the holiday season. Now remember, this person said to you they're looking forward to it, and you said there's nothing like it. It is pretty close. It is being empathetic. It makes your bond stronger. It makes the other party feel that you share their joy. It's the correct usage of the technique that we call empathy, because empathy is not only for negative situations. Think about it, use it. We'll share a few more examples. Okay, let's look at a second example. If somebody says to you, I'm tired of fake news. Well, you could always rephrase it by saying, absolutely, journalism should be about reporting, not manipulating information. You're still saying the same thing. You have agreeably rephrased what they said to you. Last, not the least, one of the best guides to effective empathy is that whenever you agreeably rephrase a sentence which describes how the other party felt with which you're trying to empathize, it's important to match the gravity of the situation. So if somebody tells you that they've caught a cold, please don't say, I'm sorry that happened to you. It's just a cold. If somebody's been dehydrated or has a stomach infection, please don't say, I'm sorry for your loss. You know what I'm talking about? I'm sure you know what I'm talking about. Well, we've shared a lot today. Thank you for watching Messages from Me. If you like this video, please like and subscribe. You could also leave your comments in the comment section below. Once again, thank you for watching Messages from Me.